guys, what's up? I'm back, and today we're going to be talking about the New York Rangers. Basically, what I think of them now, what I think of their future, what I think about their draft prospects, what I think about the prospects in general. Just going over my thoughts on them and my opinions. And everything in here is my opinion, so feel free to debate this stuff. Here's by my cat, by the way. It's my cat. Kind of clean yourself. Feel free to debate anything, but please keep it civil. If it does not say civil, I will step in and be like, hey, stop. If it doesn't stop there, I will just delete that comment thread entirely. So please, beg you, keep it civil. It's the easiest way to get your opinions out there and easiest way to be an adult and debate this stuff. And also, please feel free to leave any kind of comment regarding what you want me to do next, preferably sports. I will read them and I will get to them. A few weeks ago, I did a revisiting Jonas Johansson. That was a viewer requested video. Somebody asked for it and I did it. So please feel free to put anything that you want me to do, and then in that comment section, I will 100% do it. If it is the right time and I feel like I have some stuff to say about it, I will definitely do it. Please keep it sports related though. If it's anything gaming related, please feel free to go over to my gaming channel. I also have that. It's at Like Gaming. You can find it pretty easily just by searching my regular channel name, but make sure, because it shows like the Athletic Duck, make sure to click on the ones that says search instead for. So basically that's my intro, and also feel free to look at my website. It also has a link to my gaming channel on there, as well as some merch. It has my other stuff like my Twitch, a lot of stuff. It has like my Twitch, my Twitter, my Facebook, just a lot of other stuff that you can interact with me, and also tweet me some video suggestions on there if you'd like. I don't stream as often on Twitch anymore. I'm definitely going to try and get back into that. Mainly I like to do GTA, but life has just been a doozy lately, so I'm really sorry for that. Let me just log my phone. So basically, that's my intro. I'm sorry it was about 2.5 minutes long, so let's get into the video. Okay, so the New York Rangers. I like the direction they're headed. There's really not a certain direction that they seem to be going at the moment, but I feel like if they keep on this direction, if that makes sense, they'll be able to succeed. Like Lafreniere, I love that. They have him. Chris Kreider, Capo Caco. They have some really good center prospects. They have a lot of really good deep prospects. They have Shishorkin and Gorgiev, I believe, in there. In that great young goaltending tandem. And I believe that this team, right now, it has the making to definitely be a good future team. And I know that they're in a rebuild right now. And I know that they definitely suck a lot at this moment in time. Honestly, I feel like a lot of it is a coaching situation. I feel like they have to look at the right coach, and keep looking. Don't just stop at one guy. Look at a few different coaches. And don't be afraid to take a few months. Don't be afraid to take almost the whole offseason to name a coach. Make sure you have the right guy for your line. I feel like that's gonna definitely give them a great little nudge in the right position. Because if you don't have a good coach, you're not gonna get it. And I feel like a few more pieces here and there, maybe some depth pieces for the fourth line, some veterans probably, maybe a veteran defenseman too, to help get those rookies getting up there. Excuse me, I can't really think of any really big names on defensemen, but I know that their defense is huge. Adam Fox, I believe, is one. Really, really good guy I'm looking forward to. And they just have some really good prospects. Justin Richards, really great prospect, I think. They signed him to a 3-year entry-level contract this offseason. I found him on social media. That's what I know him from. So I knew him before they signed him, and basically, I love that pick. I freaking loved the pick. It's one of my favorite picks. Pickups, they didn't pick him. He was undrafted. But I believe that he went to Boston College, played 4 years there. Now they signed him. I feel like he can be I don't see him really being a top 6 forward. I believe that his cap is probably at a bottom six role. I believe that he's probably going to be a fourth liner. I don't really see him moving anywhere past third line at most. So Justin Richards, he's a great guy to keep a look at. He's going to definitely spend a lot of time in AHL before he gets that happening. But I really like that pickup. I feel like he can definitely contribute a lot to that team. Then there's a lot of other guys too that can come through the liners and help them out. Just thinking of all the possibilities that this team can go through. I feel like they're just a few steps away. A coach that can actually be confident and get them to the playoffs, do a great job. Like, the right coach is everything for this team right now. I feel like that should be step one. That should be the number one thing they're trying for right now. Sorry. Where was I? Oh yeah, prospects, I think. Like Lindgren, there's Keandre Miller, there's a lot of different prospects that you can choose from to take a look at, and you can see the Rangers have a really, really good future. Like, I think that if they can find the right coaching staff to match the players, and they can get a couple of veterans in, help lead the players over to, their places to where they should be, and that kind of stuff, blah, blah, blah. You guys probably don't want to hear about the specifics. But I feel like that they could definitely put in a mini dynasty, like 3 cups in 5-6 years, maybe 7. Well, not 5 cups, 3 cups in about 5-6 years. That sounds doable for the future for them. I really, really freaking love that the Rangers have what they have right now. I can't say that they're going to get anywhere fast. I definitely think that this is a situation where you have to look to the future, and that you can't put all your ducks in one little row, because you don't know what's going to happen. Ultimately, you don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen. This is just what I'm feeling. This is just my opinion. So take everything with a grain of salt. But I feel like Lafreniere is going to be a superstar. I feel like Kreider already has a really, really fucking good chance of making a great impact on that team. I don't think Kreider's going to be around much longer for the, cup runs that they're going to make. But I feel like he can definitely make an impact by making an impact on guys like Kakko and Lafreniere and Miller and that kind of stuff. I like Kreider. I don't think it's going to get a cup with the Rangers. I think that he's going to definitely retire before he's going to be able to get a cup with the Rangers. But I feel like his leadership is really, really valuable to that team right now. I definitely feel like that anything that can be done by Kreider to help lead that team and help make an impact on the young squad that they have, like Keandre Miller, great prospect. Great prospect. If you look at him, he's very, very well-rounded. Lafreniere, there's a reason he went first overall, and there wasn't much debate that he was going to go first overall. There's a lot of debate about Kakko. He was second overall, and a lot of people say he probably should have gone first before Hughes. That remains to be seen. They still have their whole careers ahead of them. What I'm saying, they still have their whole careers ahead of them. However, with that 2021 draft coming up, it's not that deep. They may be able to suck right now and maybe get a chance at, I think that Owen Power, I forget his name, but it's Power. I believe that they have a chance at getting him, but I don't want them to get Power. I feel like they have enough defensive depth and I feel like that defensive depth is young enough that they don't need a guy like that. I feel like that they have a great chance to do stuff just with the depth that they have on defense. I don't want them to get Power. I feel like another team would be served better by Power. Maybe Buffalo, maybe Ottawa. I really don't want Ottawa to get him either. That's going to ruin his career in Buffalo and Ottawa. New Jersey, definitely not. That's just think about him in New Jersey, oh my god. I feel so bad for him. But they have enough depth. They can't be looking at the 2021 draft and thinking that they're going to get a big-ass prospect that's going to be really good. They're not doing a lot of scouting right now, so they may get really, really lucky and get an amazing guy that just falls to them and ends up making a high impact on those teams. but you can't rely on that 21 draft at all. Maybe you can rely on 22. I haven't really looked that far ahead. I believe that Shane Wright's in. Maybe they could make some use of Shane Wright. I believe he's in 2023 though, not 2022. I don't know much about the 2022 draft, as I'm being honest with you, so I can't really talk about that much. But the 2021 draft, anything goes. A lot of teams are like looking at picks, like gaming picks, but you don't know how it's going to turn out. There's not a lot of scouting, and that's not going to turn out well for either team in any league. Either team in any league has the same amount of data, basically. It's just central scouting. That's basically what it is. You have to look at central scouting. You can't even do your own scouting, really, because of the COVID virus. Probably gonna get demonetized for spelling it out, but basically, you can't rely on that 21 draft. You have to be able to look. You can probably rely on free agency a little bit, but you can't rely on it. You have to basically, for at least this year, this upcoming year, in 2021, 22, you can't be looking at it. You can't be looking at it thinking, okay, we're set to go. We can rely on that 21 draft and get some great prospects. You don't know who you're going to get. You don't know what you're going to get. Literally, only one guy I can think of has made any kind of impact on any teams. That's Power. He's a great defenseman. I'm not going to lie. I don't see him really making that much of an impact. It's like the 2021 draft is so weak. I know I spent 3 minutes here talking about the 21 draft, but I cannot stress enough how much you can't look at that 2021 draft and think, we can rely on that to get a great prospect. You can't. You don't know what you're going to get. Maybe you can get lucky and get 1, 2, 3, 4 great prospects, but you just don't know. There's no scouting going on. You just don't know what you're going to get. So you have to basically look at free agency and look at what you have now and kind of roll with that for the next maybe 2-3 years. COVID should be gone by then, so maybe you can do some more scouting on 2-3 years worth of drafts and get some of that information done. But 2021 draft, you just can't. You just can't look at it and be like, we're going to get a good prospect. You don't know. You don't know what you're going to get. I don't even think of anybody I know for a fact, other than Power, is in that draft. I feel like there's only one name in that draft that's even worth taking a look at. I don't think 2 overall, 3 overall, 4 overall is going to make much of an impact. I don't think that Will Power is even going to make that much of an impact. It's like he's a maybe top 40. I feel like he's maybe a second 30. I feel like that's right where he can fit in well. So you can't really be looking at that and be like, oh yeah, look at that. We can definitely make this work. You can't. You can't make that work at all. And sadly, the Rangers, they have some really good prospects here, and you kind of got to look at it. But I don't think within the next 2-3 years they're going to be a winning team. I don't think they're going to get to playoffs. However, I do think that they're going to be able to put all together, pull up a dynasty, or at least a mini dynasty, and just roll with it. Just enjoy it while it lasts. So with that being said, that's all I have to say for you guys. Thank you for watching. I will see you next time. Don't you